This is highwithoutcoke and welcome to another pathofexile's video. Today I'm going to show you a full run of Trial of the Ancestors and how I won the tournament. Trial of the Ancestors can be challenging, but in my opinion it's very fun and rewarding once you know the right ways to defeat your opponents. With good strategies, you can win every tournament and maximize your profit. I'm currently around ranking 500 and my strategy has been working well for me so far. The only time I lost a tournament was because I over-prioritized the rewards and ended up not having enough favors to buy the warriors needed. So it is important to strike a balance between the rewards and favors earned. As for my strategy, I always prioritize attackers and flankers, especially flankers. My role is to be the midfielder and defender when I don't have a lot of warriors at the start of the tournament. So it is crucial to get good flankers and attackers because I must rely on them to do the job for me. I put a lot of effort into this video, so if you enjoy what you are watching, please take a second to subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate your support. Now, before I start the run, I want to show you the warriors I use for each position. During the first round, I always prioritize getting good flankers for the next round. These are, in my opinion, good flankers. Sunset Sage is the best flanker because she is the only ranged flanker. ToTA is only here because it can be used as a flanker if you don't have better choices. The green ones are cheap and the easiest to get because they are always available. So, during the first round, I always prioritize favors from these tribes: Rongokurai, Bramako, Balako, and Tahoe. Tahoe is the lowest priority out of these 4 tribes and I will tell you why in just a second. These are great attackers and defenders. Now, if you look at the tribes, you will see that Rongokurai and Valako also offer great attackers and defenders. On the other hand, Tahoe does not give anything else other than flankers and their flankers are not even the best. Warriors who excel in both attacks and defense are Goliath of Night from the Rongokurai tribe, Caldera Revenger from the Namahu tribe, and Tycaller from Arohungui tribe. As for Escorts, I don't have any preference. I just put whatever's left in this position. However, if I get Hinekora's Horn and Consuming Kunekune, I usually place them as Escorts. I have my spreadsheet linked to the description below, so check them out if you're interested. In my opinion, Rongokurai, Valako, Bramako, Ngamahu, and Arohungui are the most useful tribes. Just mix and match between these tribes and you will win the tournament. Now for the first round, let's look at the opponents. I usually try to get a good flanker for the next round, but this time I'm going with this opponent because I have a field master already. So I want to get Exalted Orb instead. You must check out the enemy's warriors and choose which way you're going to focus on. I'm going to pick the bottom area because I feel like it is easier for my flankers to reach the enemy's totems. So I put Field Master and ToTA here. Field Master is a great flanker because he can create walls to block enemies from interrupting him when channeling the totem. Animals are usually quite good at sneaking into enemies' base quickly. As for Warcaller, he's a good attacker who provides onslaught buff to his teammates. I'm going to place him in the attacker position near the center. I usually go for 4 attackers and 2 flankers, or 3 attackers and 3 flankers. When the match starts, I will quickly place my totems here, creating an aggro to attract the enemy's attackers. I don't care whether I can kill them or not. So now, I place my totems to keep my enemies busy here, wasting their time to create opportunities for my attackers and flankers to go deep inside enemy's base. Mini-map is a must during the tournament because you need to know whether your attackers and flankers are doing their job. Red ones are the enemy's totems. If there is blue light, it means that totems are being channeled by our teammates. Now, you will need to observe. Is the blue light on for a few seconds? or does it go up very quickly? If it goes up very quickly, it's very likely that your flankers are facing some sort of issue. Maybe it's the dev's guides totems with chaos aura around them, which drain your flankers' life very fast. Or maybe even worse, the enemies have Titanic Shell guarding their totems. Titanic Shell is a real headache. When it's there, you can't channel the totems it's guarding. The only way is to kill it and channel its totems to prevent it from resurrecting. As for the Chaos Aura totems, you may have to channel it yourself if you have positive chaos resistance. Regardless, if the blue light does not stay on for long, you must provide aid to your attackers and flankers. In this case, our attackers and flankers are doing a good job. Most of the enemy's totems are down. We now have some favors, so we want to get more warriors. I try to get as many warriors as possible early on, and only upgrade them later unless the warriors are very useless. For example, Tutara offered by Navali. I only keep one as flanker and sell the rest. During the second round, I want to try and get more flankers or attackers. Of course, the best scenario is to earn favors for both. The rewards aren't particularly good, so I can focus on getting good favors. I choose Vutula because the favors are great. Frenzymonger is quite dangerous because he deals a lot of damage, so this time, in order to avoid him, I'm going to prioritize the bottom area too. Fieldmaster is a great flanker, but I only use a maximum of 2 per match. This is because too many Fieldmasters can hinder your movement. Never stay in the same area. Always move around to avoid getting hit. I try my best not to get killed, because usually I'm the main defender of my team. My highest priority is to guard my attackers and flankers totems. My flankers are doing great at this point, so I'm going to win this match. Keep an eye for your own totems. If you see an X, it means that your totems are being channeled. Just place your totems there to stop the enemies. I always check out Navali first. Some equipment can be very good for your warriors. I will cover this later. Thunderbird is an awesome flanker. It can teleport and reach the enemy's totems in an instant. Round 3, no good rewards. I can go for the opponent with the best favors again. This time, I'm going to focus on the bottom part again. Now that I have more warriors, I'm going to fill in all attacker and flanker positions. Alright, place my totems and run away. The volcanic eruption of Caldera Ravager is extremely dangerous, so make sure you stay far away from him. Keep on moving cause I don't want to get hit. It seems that my enemies work hard, but my flankers work harder. Tightcrawler is an awesome attacker, so get this. Round 4 does not offer any good rewards, so I want to focus on good favors. Balako, Ramako, and Ngamahu are all great. They have a Lunar Turtle down there. Lunar Turtle is slow but can be deadly. Its cold breath can one-shot. Having a movement skill is so nice to move away quickly. I normally don't channel the totems unless there's no enemies left or they are far away. If you want to channel the totem, beware of your surroundings, but sometimes it's hard to dodge enemies' hits when they attack from off-screen. ToTA again. As with the most recent patch, you will no longer be offered the same warriors or equipment item if you have purchased them before your latest match. For example, if you buy ToTA now, you will get offered Honored Warrior or Honored Sage by Navali after your next match. Stormguard has Proximity Shield, which makes him an excellent flanker. The enemies will have to get close to him to interrupt or kill him when he's channeling the totems. We have a lot of ToTA, so we can sell it for Caldera Ravager. Caldera Ravager has massive damage and is both a fantastic attacker and defender. How do I know this? Well, I got killed by him a few times before. Ngamahu Warmonger is the best reward here. I can ignore the favors and go for it because all matches have been easy so far. Adjusted the position of Tycolor to hopefully knock back Luna Turtle and prevent it from approaching my base. They have Caldera Ravager up there, so it's best I put one opposite it. Now that I have more warriors, I fill up all defender slots. From the mini-map, you can see that the enemy's totem at the bottom area is being channeled, meaning our strategy to focus on one specific area works. It helps our flankers to sneak into the enemy's base and destroy their totems more easily. Destroying their totems is the quickest way to widen the damage gap between you and the enemies. Once their totems are destroyed, less warriors can be respawned and it's impossible to lose the match at this point. Goliath of Night is great at attacks and defense. He can stun and knock back enemies. Tycolor is also a great defender. A lot of people have known about this at this point, but I found this out myself. Once I had too many Tycolors. I already had two at the attacker position and was wondering where I should be putting the third one. I put her as one of my defenders, and my job as the main defender became so much easier instantly. She's a ranged warrior who can knock back enemies and has large AoE. You can only have 16 warriors maximum, so approaching the end of the tournament, access and less useful warriors are traded off for upgrades. I don't need 2 war callers and 2 consuming kunakunis, so I sell them to get Tycolor. The opponent has a Titanic shell, but fortunately it's in the attacker position. Basically, by the end of the tournament, you will need to have all positions filled, or you are doing something wrong. Jade Hawk is also a capable attacker, but I prefer him as a flanker. This leg mechanic doesn't require us to kill the enemies, which is quite different from other leg mechanics so far. Honestly, I would say totem players really have it easy this league. Having multiple totems to distract and interrupt enemies is just so nice. Not to mention we're also dealing damage at the same time. It's also great to be mobile all the time. The arena can be chaotic and deadly, but we can avoid getting hit by moving around. Though there are always exceptions. This is a list of equipment I find useful. However, I generally don't buy anything that requires more than 300 favors. Sunblood band paired with tight collar is absolutely busted. Incredible coverage and you will never lose the match. Cyclic bubble for field master to create walls more often. Tough snacks and birding spoon for flankers. Fire breather meat and umu coals for attackers. As for idols, I find them very useless. I never use them unless I'm doing the challenge. It's always better to fill the positions with warriors than idols. However, you can buy the idols and trade them for warriors and equipment from other tribes. There is one chieftain that I absolutely look out for, and that is ToTA. He hits like a truck and has insane AoE. I always try to stay far away from him. Tribes to look out for are the ones led by Tahanuku, ToTA, and Awana. Tahanuku can have Depth's Guide in their team whose totems are surrounded by Chaos Ores. So in this case, Sunset Sage is very useful to channel the totems in range. ToTA can have Titanic Shell, which is a real pain if it's in the flanker or defender position. When in the flanker position, Titanic Shell will always go for your totems, and the worst part is, it will not be interrupted when channeling. If it's in a defender position, totems it's guarding cannot be channeled. Killing it and channeling its totems to prevent it from respawning is the only way to solve this problem. Awana at early stage can be annoying when there's Sunset Sage in their team but you don't have any good flankers and attackers yet. Their team will destroy your totems very fast but you're not making any progress yet. There are a few opponents you want to kill them later. Hopefully they offer good rewards. Ramako tribe, Awana gives the best reward. Tattoo of the Ramako Makanga, which allows skills to fire an additional projectile, so try not to eliminate them too early. Also, Hinekora and Arahungui tribes are good too. You can forfeit the match intentionally to reroll better rewards. For example, you get Awana as the last opponent, but the reward is bad. If you did not lose any matches yet in this tournament, you can lose to Awana intentionally so that you get to fight Awana again and hopefully get a better reward this time. Alright, that's it for today's video. Has Trial of the Ancestors been going good for you guys? If you have alternate strategies that work for you, please leave a comment and let me know. I would really love to hear more about them. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. Thank you and see you next time.